Good morning, welcome to Black Friday as it is. I bet you're not at all excited about all the sales that are out there, but just make sure you take notice of our one. Anyway, leading on then, the euro dollar and what's in for store today. Technically, or fundamentally, it may be a quieter day today with the US running into Black Friday. Seriously, it does tend to result in a quieter follow-through day. Often again on the US, so a lot of traders, a lot of people just take the day off as a holiday. Goodness, going on a Thursday, might as well run it over and make it a long weekend. So I'm not expecting great things to happen. In the news front is the CPI flash, European CPI flash estimate at 10 o'clock. Now we've had all the German data through yesterday and other data, so it'll still possibly move the market there, but the forecasts are normally a bit closer because they've seen all the data beforehand. So that's at 10 o'clock. GDP for Canada, that's the monthly GDP data at 1:30. That's it. So quite down the Western Front in terms of economic news as well. Leading in then, the euro yesterday ended up on a little sort of uppish day with an inside day. Actually, it's all the only way we really can say it. It wasn't particularly up, but it ended up on where it opened, of course. And today it started fractionally that way. It's just consolidating. I mentioned these lows yesterday, and it corresponds with the US dollar, obviously, or the dollar index, and that's really causing the slowdown at the moment. If we can break those lows, well, we could see a more substantial move, but it seems to be holding around there. The volatility just disappearing out. I mean, yesterday, this has got to be the tightest day we've seen for a long time at 18 pips range, less than 18 pips range yesterday. We'll see, but all this coiling up normally results in some good price action, but not yet. The pound did us good yesterday, but even that didn't really move very far. When you look at it on the dailies, it barely moved anything. We managed to get 28 pips out of it, but that was when I look at it, we did pretty well there. We'd be glad to get that out of it again today. I think we're going to be hard fought in terms of where this is going. It did yesterday double top, and we did had a little bit of divergence over there. We had the daily pivot, which it drew back down towards on here, but it actually hit a proper daily pivot. Miscalculation, you'll see in a moment. There we go. That's miscalculated. But where to today? It didn't really sell off that hard when it started moving. It just literally went. It is actually sitting on a proper daily pivot around about there. It's pitched through that little low this morning, reacted immediately. Maybe there's more upside, and I would potentially look at the sort of break to the upside if it starts post 8 o'clock. Moving up, if there's anything that looks a bit bullish, maybe looking for it for 29.40 sort of area, 29.41 area. Okay, that's the pound. The yen. The yen, a little inside day yesterday. Another look at that tight range. I mean, and we're talking like 10-15 pips probably on that. It's tiny movements, maybe a bit more. It's had a bit more of a movement, but what it's done now is it's not quite diverged. It looks like a lower high there, but it is certainly softening up here. The momentum's dying out of this move, consolidation. I think we could end up with more of the same somehow, but we'll see. You can always be surprised on these markets. Run into the Aussie dollar. The Aussie dollar just continuing to sell off mainly yesterday, put another new near-term low there. Still heading down towards this support point or region that's held up so well before, but it's slow. The bars are getting smaller and smaller, and it just shows that lacking in real volatility. Now we may just get a decent spike up at some point again, but little to go on at the moment. It's really shan't be looking to try and day trade that one for sure. or even, well, yeah, certainly won't be looking to day trade it. It may come in to be more of a swing at some point. These as it's heading up towards these highs, starts breaking over, maybe a swing for a few days, but wouldn't really want to be holding it over the weekend. Canadian dollar, I'm just going to look at this from an hourly point of view, and you can see how choppy it was yesterday. Yesterday was here, and very little range. Bigger sell-off at the moment, maybe down to the SS1, but it's not really one we're looking for. In fact, I'm just going to come up to the daily picture and just show you in the big picture here. It's still, to me, it's still in a sort of ball flag pattern. And if I was looking for the swing side, I'd be waiting just for a bit of maybe even a break of the highs of those candles there for further upside. But it has certainly slowed down, but everything else has as well. New Zealand dollar, where this is one that's struggling to get anywhere, but it doesn't worry me. As I said, I'm being long on it in terms of a position trade as opposed to a swing or anything else. I'm looking for a much longer hold on this, and it's barely moving anywhere at the moment, but it's barely moving on the right side of the trade, so I don't care. But it does still look like, well, there's potential there, so nothing put off there. So it's just really an update on that New Zealand dollar. Right, news wise today, as I say, there's nothing there, so I wish you a great Black Friday, and I'll be back on Supersonic Monday. Bye for now.